across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to
what's up, homie?
between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants.
Let's see if this gonna work now.
Has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
At the 41.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Mike, 53. We have 21. No chance. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
41, Alvin
Kamara.
Touchdown,
59 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Giants nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Mayfield now. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Mayfield. It's caught on the right side at Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, The discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 54 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
8 yards on
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Allen's got it over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On second down, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Mike 51. Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
We
talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Kill. Hey, alert. Guy. Check 6 guy.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's going to get this past the 50
Number
and into Giant territory.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike 51. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Here we go.
Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw for Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A gain of 24
Call that a
yards.
very strong gain of 24.
Giants first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Mayfield to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown
From 3 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, Packers 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Breeze now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
51, Mike 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Check.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Let's go. Ready. 95-56. 95-56. All right, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Our time. It's our time. 53 kill. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze and Waller taking it in over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he's forced out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check 50. Check 50.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Number 34.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got him. Pistol. Deuce. Hurry. Pistol. Switch it.
Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mayfield on play action. Ebron's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Hurry. 56 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Now Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
To Robbie Anderson.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 9-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Mike, 54. So we got man. Run. Right there. 54, Mike. Oh, you got deep? Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Final play of the half. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 10-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Check. Watch 54. Silver.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check the call. Hey, alert.
Cook following the penalty. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Cook on the carry.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Alert. My God.
Now a run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
It's 3rd
on
and
3rd
11.
down, Mayfield. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54. Squeeze, double. Hey. Tighten up. Mike, 50. King. 54. Watch QB drop. Hurry. Switch gears. Real.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Cook. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Robbie Anderson, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21 to 7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Packers 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and 9, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Mayfield now. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. Third and goal. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Under 10, 10.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Bortles. And that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On downs.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Get him.
First down, here's White.
James
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's third down.
3rd and 5.
Check. Fresno.
Now Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Allen's pass.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run forward Janovich. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen. 56. Mike, 56. 19 tight. Watch the pass. Here we go. Mike, 50.
From the gun, it's Allen.
That's what I do.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
First down.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and goal from the 1. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
38-yard line.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick.
14-yard
Something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
And we got Mike, number 53.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a Packer first down.
53, check 53. It's going to be a long...
Shotgun now for Bortles. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
53, Mike. Wild Bill. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
3-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
No gain on this defense. No gain. 57.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This will be caught at about the 5. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46.
Watch the boot. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
9 yards. It's second down.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
Tonight's final score,
A
Giants
big
43.
offensive explosion helped
Packers
leading
7.
them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.